Okay, so I'm going to ask that you put your letters down and look up at my board, which is blank. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to put letters on here, and we're going to think about what word that might be, okay? Okay. What word is this?
Like.
Like. And how did you figure that out?
Well, we did read it in the story from before, but
Yes, so
I
you
used the
recognize it.
IKE and then the L as well.
Awesome. So we look at the first letter, ul, and then look at the rhyme pattern, ike. And together we have like. Great job. Now, we're going to look at this word. Can someone sound it out for me?
Ba-ike.
Good. And what word is that all together?
Bike.
Great. Awesome job sounding it out. Now, I'm going to change another letter, and I want you to think about what this word might be. Can anyone sound it out for me?
Ba-ake.
Ba-ake. And what word is that?
Bake.
Great. Okay. Now, we're going to look at this word. Okay? Let's look at this first letter. How do we sound this out? It makes the what sound?
Ha.
Good. Ha. And this is?
Ike.
Ike. So all together, it says?
Hike.
Great. Okay. And let's do another one. Now I want you just to say out loud as soon as you know what it is. What word is this?
Make.
Make.
Make. Great. So we have our sound and we have our ake sound. Okay? So you did an awesome job with these words. Now that we have looked at the AKE and the IKE patterns, we can recognize a lot of different words when we're reading. So I'm going to take this I'm Gonna Like Me book, and it's going to be in our classroom library, as well as other different books that have our IKE and AKE patterns. I'll put the highlighter tape over those words, and you will pay particular attention to those words. You've done a great job, and keep looking out for these words in your readings. Okay. I have created some center materials that I feel would best be used in this unit. The first that I'm going to show you are these little word family cups. So as you can see, I have ake, one of my rhyme patterns, and I have ike, my other one of my rhyme patterns. And basically what it has is it contains different spoons that have words with those rhyme patterns. And like for instance, for ike, we have hike, it's written on one side, and then there's also on the other, so depending on where the students can see it visibly. And it's pretty much a matching type of activity, so it also really works on their fine motor skills, so being able to physically take all the spoons out, look through the spoons and see which cup it really belongs in. So if I'm looking and I see the word like, the student's going to think to themselves, which cup is that going to go in? Is it going to go in the ake rhyme pattern or the ike? And ultimately the student should decide to put it in the ike, and it would go within here. And it's something that could be done individually if there's extra time, or if students are working with partners, small group, really try to reinforce those skills. And this could be used for any type of rhyme pattern. You can build upon them. You can also build upon the spoons that are included within it, depending on what words you're going over in class. So for instance, the ake one has cake and bake and lake, and those are all words that I personally was working on in this past lesson, so I chose to include them within this cup. But if I, in the future, am using other words, I might want to include them in these. And also you can build upon them too, and incorporate more and more cups, and make it more challenging as you progress throughout the year. The other center activity that I have created has to do with the Magic E. So I have created these two Magic E wands where students are able to work through different situations where they need to apply the silent or Magic E and help make their vowel a long vowel sound. So alongside of that, I have printed some words that require the Magic E to make this vowel long sound. So the words that I printed are ones that I incorporated within my phonics lesson. So if I were teaching this lesson to a class, I would be printing words that they have seen before, and also some challenging words that they can work through. So whether this is an activity that they do individually or if they do it with another group, something that they can work on and really practice understanding how this E makes it long. So words like, which was my main Ike word that I used for this lesson, they put the magic E over there and they can see that it makes it Ike. And then I also have bike, which I also did talk about as well. You put the magic E on there and it turns into bike with the long I sound. And then more importantly, so I was talking about bike and bake, and with these two words, it's important for them to see that when you add the E, the vowel becomes long, even though they're different vowels. It still does the same thing. So with the bake, I put the E there, and as you can see, I have other words that would work with that rhyme pattern. So this is an activity that can be built upon. I'm assuming that if I were working on this, they would have already really worked with short vowels versus long vowels. So this is where this activity would really be able to be created. So a word like cap, and once you add the magic E, it would turn into cape. That would really help them understand the difference between the short vowel and the long vowel and how the E makes it that long vowel sound. So that's something that I would introduce prior to these, but it's something that I would build upon as the year went on.